For over 20 years, the Atlantic Mayors Congress has provided a forum for exchanging ideas and a unified voice for municipal leaders in Atlantic Canada. The Summerside edition has a particular focus on addressing housing and homelessness, with sessions engaging community, provincial, and national perspectives.
I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. Day 2 of the Atlantic Mayors Congress. Really enjoying ourselves here. Beautiful Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Having a good conversation with people who are really making a difference in their communities. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir? Tell us what you do.
I'm Roger Caissie. I'm the mayor of Shediac, New Brunswick. We're the lobster capital of the world.
There you go. That's a big statement sitting here in Prince Edward Island.
Yes.
Roger, tell me this. What's going on over there in Shediac? Big and exciting things that you're focusing on.
On the economic development point or file, basically we've seen incredible growth. Our building permit values, we've quadrupled the record that we've done compared to 3 years ago. For God's sakes, it's just nuts. Nobody could imagine that. So it's nice to see that the foundations that we built over the years, come to fruition a little quicker than kind of anticipated. But so that's brought in, some new residences, families, some seniors, whatever, everything in between, newcomers as well. So the population's diversified quite a bit, which is good. It's provided a bit more tax dollars, which we could all use, because Lord knows every infrastructure project needs something. Infrastructure needs some tender love and care. So we've been able to embark on significant investments in just the regular road infrastructure, plumber, pipes, sewage, etc., that sort of thing. So that's good, because that'll allow us to continue to develop as we go along. This year in particular is the 75th anniversary of the Shediac Lobster Festival.
Okay.
So doing things in a big way in terms of that. So that's we're looking forward to that. That's from July 5th to the 14th.
Oh wow! Shediac, beautiful part of the world, beautiful part of New Brunswick, no doubt about it. I'm not sure if it's a lobster guy, but anyway, we'll not dive into that. But Mayor, tell me this: if you were to look into Shediac in recent times here, what would be a big win for you guys? Something that you're so very proud of that you'd like to share with the other mayors?
Well, here it's similar to Summerside's Sunbank.
Okay.
We embarked on, it's almost 10 years ago now.
Okay.
And we've been able to partner with Siemens Canada, with Industry Canada, the National Research Council, and New Brunswick Power Corporation in order to do two things. One is a world-class research study. NB Power wanted to we wanted to see how new technologies work in that regards in residences' homes, that type of thing. So we said, we'll step up. We're going to be your living lab. We've gotten over 500 residences participating in this project. It's dwindled down a little bit, because every time a house sold, since they're measuring your consumption habits, if you had a large family and you're selling and it's an empty nester, or vice versa, well, obviously your habits are out of whack. Sure. So that they dwindled down to about 425. And this has been over 4 years, and over the post-pandemic period, and it started but anyway, that's a lot of folks have moved in, of course. And taking up homes. It's to test the technologies that are out there, whether it's a simple programmable thermostats and what you can do. They assessed everybody's homes, figured out what technology is good for your home. The idea was, on the part of the participants, it's going to save you money in your pocketbook. Right. At least some. Hey, why not? What not? The other part was essentially going to allow NB Power to test those technologies, figure out what works better in which type of home, including solar panels on your roof. Right. In that regards. So that's still ongoing anyway and whatnot. It's nearly at the end, but it allows NB Power to gather that data, allows the citizen to actually contribute to NB Power, other than in the pocketbook, every month. Yeah. But anyway, and in addition to that, we've also in terms of the Sunbank, we have our own solar farm. Smaller size, only 5,000 panels. This one's about 46,000, they tell me. So it's like, okay, smaller scale, but it was built to offset the power consumptions of the town's multipurpose center, essentially meeting rooms and whatever else available for the community, as well as the Government of Canada's Pension Centre.
Right.
So it's rendered the first federal building to a net zero standard,
wow,
as well as the province's first municipal building to a net zero standard. Wow. So two firsts. And it's been interesting to see how that technology works and getting that. It's going to allow us, because of that interest, we're extremely proud of that, but it's going to allow us to look forward, and we've actually done our preliminary plan for this just recently with Siemens Canada to render the entire municipality net zero status. And we feel that we're going to achieve this in about a span of 11 years. Wow. It's going to require significant investment, but all our same partners are all at the table. They're all eager to do this. There's significant monies that we can get in there. The municipality is going to contribute its share, and residents are going to contribute their share. Because as a homeowner, well, hey, if I spend money here for some infrastructure on my house, like solar panel, for example, as long as I can get the return over a reasonable period of time, why wouldn't I? Especially if you're going to give me the incentive to go. So, tend to make the cost a little cheaper, in that regards.
Mayor, sounds like great things are happening over there in Shediac. Those are some great examples of success stories that are going to not only pay off in the moment, but pay off well into the future for many, many people. So thanks very much for your perspective.
Pleasure.
Thanks for your leadership. It was wonderful having you in conversation. And good luck and the Lobster Festival, best lobster in the world.
Absolutely.
Shediac, New Brunswick.
We got the biggest lobster in the world. It weighs 90 tons. So, thank you.
For over 20 years, the Atlantic Mayors Congress has provided a forum for exchanging ideas and a unified voice for municipal leaders in Atlantic Canada. The Summerside edition has a particular focus on addressing housing and homelessness, with sessions engaging community, provincial, and national perspectives.